let's quickly move on and get you another round of breaking update that we are first breaking right here on the channel. Liquorgate probe that seems to have widened now. We are getting as far as a fresh arrest that has now taken place. This is by the Enforcement Directorate. We are told Amit Arora has now been taken into custody. Bhavtosh, what is the update?
Well, Amit Arora has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, Amit Arora was one of the businessmen on whom also allegedly a sting operation was carried out and then aided by the Bharatiya Janata Party. His statement was earlier recorded by the Central Bureau of Investigation and he was subjected to several rounds of questioning by the Federal Probe Agency. During the sting operation, Amit Arora had in fact said that cash was in fact exchanged during the excise policy. In fact, he was a person who paid a huge amount of cash, and by the licensees who managed to get the licenses during the now defunct excise policy. The amount we are talking here was between 100 to 150 crore rupees, and this money was then purportedly used in the election campaign of Punjab. Now, this is a huge arrest that has taken place just days after the Enforcement Directorate filed an FIR, a charge sheet under a money laundering act in the excise policy case. Now, Amit Arora is someone who was in fact also named as an accused in the CBI FIR and then subsequently was also questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. He was in fact called in for questioning, and after questioning him, he has now been formally arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, Amit Arora has also said that he and other people who in fact acted as a conduit during the liquor draft policy and also when the licenses were in fact given by the Delhi government, he in fact had paid huge amount of money. He also had said that a similar excise policy was also in fact implemented in Punjab, and this excise policy which was in fact implemented in Punjab had also been used by the Aam Aadmi Party, allegedly used by the Aam Aadmi Party, and thousands of crore rupees was in fact given to Aam Aadmi Party.
Right, but Bhavtosh, when it comes to the sting operation, the purported sting operation that also happened, Amit Arora is said to be one of the key accused in the liquor scam case, because he there was claiming that it was the AAP government in Delhi that deliberately kept smaller players out of its tailor-made excise policy to help a few persons to monopolize the market.
Yes, in fact, he is also accused of cartelization as well as being an active participant in the drafting of liquor policy. Remember, the Enforcement Directorate.
Apologies, we have Shehzad Poonawala with us on the phone line. Shehzad, Amit Arora, we are told, who is also said to be a close associate of Manish Sisodia, has now been taken into custody. Shehzad.
Yes, Amita, it's very clear that there is a huge scam that has been done by Manish Sisodia and his cohorts, including the likes of Amit Arora and the other cash collectors. And this Sharab Ghotala runs into thousands of crores. But instead of taking action, sometimes you have Mr. Kejriwal playing the victimhood card. Sometimes they come and give themselves a premature clean sheet, which hasn't been given by the agencies or by the courts. And today, therefore, the question must be asked that why is it that Mr. Kejriwal is defending those who are involved in the Sharab Ghotala? Is it because huge amounts were collected and funneled into the elections in Punjab and now also in Gujarat? And therefore, this yet another arrest by the agencies. Law will take its own course, but the question needs to be asked that Mr. Accused number one, Manish Sisodia, and the entire Aam Aadmi Party, the manner in which they've been defending this Sharab Ghotala and the mafias, it seems that they have an agenda to stifle the probe, to not allow the probe to take place, and to not fix accountability for those who are responsible for the Sharab Ghotala.
Right, but Shehzad, is this also on the follow-up with the purported BJP sting operation on Amit Arora? There he seems to be telling the commission that was decided by the AAP government, and not only this, where the liquor scam money was also allegedly being used in elections for Goa and Punjab.
You see, the agencies act on the basis of the evidence they have, visual and documentary and otherwise. But having said that, the modus operandi was completely exposed. That from 2.5% to 12%, the commission was increased, so that 6% commission could be taken as kickbacks as cash by these cash collectors from these various sharab mafias. And that entire money was collected by the likes of Vijay Nair, who's still in jail, and other cash collectors close to Manish Sisodia, and was put back into elections and for the Aam Aadmi Party leadership. And therefore today it is incumbent on the leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Kejriwal in particular, to tell us that ab kitna aur bachaoge sharab ghotale bajon ko.
All right, Shehzad, thanks very much for joining in. So first BJP reactions that we are playing out at this point is the investigation still continues on part of the ED here. But Bhavtosh, Amit Arora has also been named in the CBI charge sheet. But the arrest, however, has taken place by the Enforcement Directorate here.
Yes, his arrest has taken place by the Enforcement Directorate, and his name was there very much in the FIR that was filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation on 17th of August. Remember, he is someone who has also recorded his statement over a number of times by the CBI as well as by the Enforcement Directorate. As you rightly said, there was also a sting operation purportedly carried out on him, and then post the sting operation, there were some revelations that were made which were aided by the Bharatiya Janata Party. He is also promoter of Buddy Retails, a company that had liquor zones in two parts. One was airport zone as well as zone 30. His company in fact had managed to get various liquor licenses, and in fact his company, the liquor license that his company had secured in airport zone, that license in fact did not that company could not manage to get the liquor license because the Airport Authority of India did not gave a no objection certificate. Now, failure of not getting no objection certificate should have led to forfeiting of the entire amount, but this did not happen. Now, this was also a violation that was stated by the Lieutenant Governor when he filed a complaint with the CBI, which was then subsequently forwarded by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, Amit Arora, there was also a lookout circular that was issued against him. So there are several violations that was pointed out by the Lieutenant Governor office. Huge elopement has taken place today just ahead of the civic post, and also as Aam Aadmi Party was giving itself a clean check, and Aam Aadmi Party had said that the entire probe has clearly showed that Manish Sisodia is not involved in any kind of illegality. This arrest that has taken place by the Enforcement Directorate just few hours back clearly shows that there is something amiss as far as the then excise policy is concerned. Amit Arora will be produced before the relevant court today at around 2 p.m.
Right, but Bhavtosh, as far as Sisodia's close aides or associates are concerned, I mean, one of them was Amit Arora, then Dinesh Arora and Arjun Pandey, who were said to be actively involved in managing and diverting undue pecuniary advantage collected from the liquor licensees for the accused in the case, and the public servants as well. So he is said to be allegedly close to at least public servants or the bureaucrats while the drafting of the policy was happening.
Well, as far as Arjun Pandey is concerned, he has not been named as an accused in the first charge sheet that has been filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation, or for that matter by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, Amita, there are two charge sheets that have been filed last week, one by the Central Bureau of Investigation and other one by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, both agencies have told the court that this is the first charge sheet, this is not end of the investigation, but for
Sorry for interrupting in between, I'll come back to you. Let me also bring in Piyush Joshi over the phone line for more on this. Sir, thank you and very good morning. Now, as far as the developments in Liquorgate is concerned, another arrest has been made and trouble seems to be mounting for the Aam Aadmi Party. Your first reaction?
Well, I'm really surprised as to how we can see this arrest, which has been made by the Enforcement Directorate and CBI, as a mounting trouble for Aam Aadmi Party. Because as we are very clearly aware that Mr. Manish Sisodia's name does not feature anywhere in the charge sheet of either the CBI or the Enforcement Directorate. So if they had any incriminating evidence against Mr. Sisodia, they would have gone ahead and charge sheeted him. Because we all remember doing many debates as Mr. Manish Sisodia as accused number one. So if you cannot charge sheet the so-called alleged accused number one, then I am really surprised as to what are they going to do next. So I certainly don't see this as any kind of trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party as of now.
But as far as the latest arrest is concerned, accused number 9, Amit Arora, has been arrested, and just a few weeks back, BJP released a sting video on the Liquorgate case, wherein Amit Arora was perhaps heard talking about a fixed margin, and the agencies have also named him in the charge sheet along with the crucial charges which are of course being placed against Mr. Arora.
You are right that the BJP did release a sting, and BJP did release a slurry of sting, a sting after another, one after another sting. But I don't see that as a real surprise, because the BJP does not have anything to show for its work in MCD, so it is just involving in mudslinging. And those things, I did say in the past as well, it is really surprising that the BJP is in the union government. The union government of India has every investigating agency at its disposal. And despite that, the BJP got involved in this sting-making operation. So it's really surprising. Nevertheless, the truth will come out. And I'm sure, because the BJP is still not able to decide upon the corpus of the, of the alleged scam. So I don't think it is at all any trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party. The people of Delhi and the people of Gujarat are going to see through this narrative, and they are going to reject it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Joshi, for joining in. Coming back to you, Bhavatosh. Now, as far as the latest arrest is concerned, and of course, when we speak of the charge sheet in the same case, we know... All right, I'll come back to you. Let me bring in Manjinder Singh Sirsa over the phone line. Sir, good morning and thank you for speaking to Times Now. As far as Liquorgate is concerned, another key arrest has been made. Accused number 9, Amit Arora, has been arrested. How do you see developments coming in? Because can we say that the agencies are closing in, and most likelihood, there seems to be more trouble brewing in for the Aam Aadmi Party and Manish Sisodia in the case?
See, Amit Arora is one of the main accused and the conspirator. He himself has also admitted how the key transactions were made, how the money was transferred, and who was the beneficiary. The last beneficiary was Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia. Definitely, it's ongoing investigation. Things are moving on. People who are involved in this liquor scam are getting arrested, and days are not far away when this whole expose will be in front of people. And today people are aware that how Aam Aadmi Party has made tons of money out of this scam. And the days are not far away when you will see there's Manish Sisodia next to Stender Jain in Tihar jail.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sirsa, for joining in. Coming back to you, Bhavatosh. Now, as far as the details are concerned, we're also learning in that Amit Arora's premises were also searched by the Enforcement Directorate last week, and these companies of Arora could have played a role in tweaking of excise policy. So these aspects are very much crucial as far as the Liquorgate is concerned, and the agencies, of course, seem to be closing in over the same.
Yes, in fact, Amit Arora is not only was director or promoter of Buddy Retails, but he is also, in a way, allegedly also directors of 13 to 15 shell companies. Now, it's being alleged by the Enforcement Directorate that through these 13-14 companies, money was in fact remitted abroad. Now, this case, as far as Enforcement Directorate case, is not only limited to corruption case, as CBI probe has shown, but it's a case of money laundering, which is a much serious offense. And ED in its previous remand note, if we just go through those previous remand notes that Times Now had in fact accessed earlier, it says proceeds of crime could be upwards 2,300 crores. Now, this is a huge amount of money we are talking about here, and the bribe amount we are discussing, as far as what we have come to know, is of 100 crore rupees. Now, Amit Arora, as we all know, had in fact in a sting operation had in fact spilled the beans, and this sting operation was also aided by Bharatiya Janata Party. Cognizance of that was taken earlier by the CBI. CBI had called Amit Arora and he had been questioned. And subsequent to that, Enforcement Directorate had also questioned him. His premises, as you rightly said, were also searched by the CBI as well as by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, the entire problem arose when he managed to get a liquor license for the airport zone. Now, 30 crore rupees was taken by the Delhi government. He could not get the NOC or the no objection certificate from the airport. Now, ideally, that 30 crore rupees should have been forfeited by the Delhi government. This did not happen. Now, when the investigation was carried out by the CBI as well as by the Enforcement Directorate, they found that there was something amiss in this, that 30 crore rupees, why was it returned? Why was it not forfeited? And then it was shown that there was some kind of connivance and they colluded with each other, and that was the reason why 30 crore rupees was returned. Now, but Buddy Retail also managed to get other licenses over a period of time in other zones. Apart from that, they got airport zone. Apart from airport zone, they got liquor license for zone 30, and that's how this entire probe was revealed by the Enforcement Directorate. He was questioned a number of times by the Enforcement Directorate. Also, his statement was recorded by the CBI. So these developments happened over a period of time. In between, the Enforcement Directorate as well as CBI also filed their charge sheets respectively, and CBI as well as Enforcement Directorate last week had said that the probe is not over. Meanwhile, ARP itself gave itself a clean chit, but the agency had said that the probe is not over, and this is what has happened. In next 2 or 3 days, they had arrested a very key player as far as this case is concerned. Amit Arora is someone who directly benefited from the excise policy, and it's being said that around 30 to 50 crore rupees illegal profit was made by him.
Right, Bhavatosh, stay with us. I'll come back to you. Now, as far as the BJP sting is concerned, just a few weeks back, they released a video wherein Amit Arora was heard speaking about the alleged, perhaps, extensions that were being provided. So, first of all, let's have a look at that.
तो दिल्ली का जो था ये ब्रांड को अमनदीप डाला है, उसके बाद आपका ये दीवान स्पिरिट वाला, इंडो स्पिरिट, महादेव वाले पैसे तुमने क्या बताया था, आप बताए रहे थे कि दे रहे थे।
देखो जी, हाँ, पैसा है। इंडो स्पिरिट वाला तो 100 करोड़ रुपए एडवांस देके बैठे थे। वो तो कहते थे 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग की है, 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग की है, ठीक है। वो तो सबको ही बोलते थे कि जी, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा धंधा उसी के पास था। अब 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग में भी एक ये भी ब्लैक और व्हाइट करने का धंधा है। भाई आप 100 रुपए आज किसी को एडवांस में दे दो, कैश आपके में, मेरे घर में कैश पड़ा, मैंने किसी को 100 रुपए एडवांस में दे दिया, अब वापस आने मेरे पास सारे व्हाइट में। ये तो कैश व्हाइट टू ब्लैक की कन्वर्जन भी होगी, जो कैश दे रहा है, क्योंकि अगर मेरे पास कैश पड़ा, मैंने आपको एडवांस दे दिया, अब आप मेरे को व्हाइट में वापस आता रहेगा। फिक्स धंधा, फिक्स मार्जिन दे दिया।
तो अमन ढल तो पंजाब में ही अभी
अमन ढल और एक अनंत वाइन्स, 2 आदमियों को 10,000 करोड़ रुपए का धंधा 2 आदमियों को दे दिया। कैसे दे दिया जी? आप मेरे को बताओ, हरियाणा के अंदर पॉलिसी है, एक शहर में 6 एलवन होते हैं। कंपटीशन क्या करता है? अगर एक दुकानदार ने या एक कस्टमर ने खरीदनी है, 6 दुकानें हैं, तो उसको तो फायदा ही मिलेगा ना। क्यों दी 2 आदमियों को? मतलब कोई रीजन तो बताओ।
बनाया कितना होता है
अरे आप पैसा तो, मतलब मैं बता रहा हूँ, अगर कोई बंदा ड्रग्स भी बेचे तो भी इतने पैसे नहीं बना सकता। 10 करोड़ रुपए भी लगाए होंगे और 150 करोड़ रुपए कमाए हैं अभी तक। और ये सारा सिर्फ ये पैसा कमाने का तरीका नहीं था, ये एक और तरीका था। क्या किया? 100 करोड़ रुपए एडवांस दे दिए कैश में। इन्होंने 100 करोड़ रुपए अपने इलेक्शन में लगा दिए, कहीं भी हरियाणा, पंजाब में इलेक्शन में लगा दिए, गोवा में लगा दिए। लेकिन अब जब वो पैसा वापस आ रहा है, पहली पॉलिसी है जिसके अंदर उन्होंने लिख दिया कि इस पैसे को आपको 12% देना ही पड़ेगा।
Bhavatosh, now as far as this sting video is concerned, which was released by the BJP just a few weeks back, accused Amit Arora was heard talking about the fixed margin, and also when we speak of the CBI charge sheet, it says, and I quote, that sources further revealed that Shri Amit Arora, who is a close associate of Manish Sisodia, are actively involved in managing and diverting the undue pecuniary advantage collected from liquor licenses to accused public servants. Now, this is going to be a very crucial aspect, of course, into which the ED is going to look, because Manish Sisodia has so far not been named in the charge sheet, but with this arrest coming in, it seems like there is going to be more trouble for him.
Well, Shiva, remember both the agencies, whether it's Central Bureau of Investigation or for that matter the Enforcement Directorate, they have not named Manish Sisodia as an accused. CBI at least has questioned and summoned him once. That happened way back in October when there was a lot of drama preceding his summoning, and after his summoning got over, after his questioning got over, Enforcement Directorate interestingly has not even summoned him once. They have not even questioned him once. The only person they questioned him close to Manish Sisodia was his private secretary, Devinder Sharma. He was questioned in the last week of October. ED has not touched Manish Sisodia, and on its own, Manish Sisodia and Aam Aadmi Party has given itself a clean chit. Now, as far as Amit Arora is concerned, what his sting operation revealed was that the commission for wholesaler and suppliers was up from 5% to 12%, and this ensured a huge profit margins, and this was given as a cut or a quid pro quo. It was also said that money given by liquor giants to AAP was given in cash. Now, this is a very big allegation, was that money that was given by liquor giants to AAP was given in cash. Black money worth crores was turned into white. Now, this is how it happened, that once the commission was up from 5% to 12%, the liquor people who got the license, they had no option but to give commission. The commission was then given in cash, and that's how the black money was converted into cash. And then subsequently, it was said that business worth 10,000 crores was given just to two wholesalers. Now, this was in respect to Punjab, not in respect to Delhi, and this was in fact alleged by Amit Arora, as you rightly said, in the sting operation that was aided by Bharatiya Janata Party around 1 month back. Now, post that, CBI had said that they had taken cognizance of the sting operation, and then subsequently Amit Arora and his father were also called in for questioning. Buddy Retail as a company was also under investigation by the CBI as well as by the Enforcement Directorate, primarily because the company itself had got a liquor license for airport zone. While it got the license for airport zone, it could not get a no objection certificate from Airport Authority of India for various reasons. The 30 crore rupees that it had given to Delhi government should have been idly forfeited.
Right.
This was
well, as far as the sting is concerned, which we showed our viewers just a while ago, before going across to the CBI charge sheet, let me just quote as to what we heard Amit Arora saying, that liquor firms paid up to rupees 100 crores each, commission paid to do liquor business, black money turned into white. Well, these are the remarks that were perhaps being heard in that particular sting which was released by the BJP. Now, as far as the charge sheet is concerned, it also names Amit Arora, which says, and I quote, sources further reveal that Shri Amit Arora and Shri Arjun Pandey are close associates of Manish Sisodia and are actively involved in managing and diverting the undue pecuniary advantage collected from liquor licensees to accused public servants. Sources further reveal that Samir Mahindru, who is the MD of Indo Spirits, had transferred an amount of 1 crore to a specific account that was of Miss Radha Industries and maintained with UCO Bank. Now, as far as the CBI charge sheet is concerned, it is very much crucial because it already names Amit Arora, and he has now been arrested by the ED, which is the 6th arrest in the case. Well, these are the crucial developments coming in as far as Liquorgate is concerned. Thank you, Bhavatosh, for sharing all those detailed updates. We'll keep tracking